Hello students, standard 7th. Before exams, we were busy with the chapter number 6, physical and chemical changes. So now let us revise the previous content that we already learned. We know that there are two types of changes. We come across with so many changes around us, like burning of the coal, growing plants, growing animals. We cook the food, and so many. Making a sugar solution is also a change. So, all of the changes can be classified into two main groups, and that are the physical changes and chemical changes. Now, as you know that when the physical properties only change during the process, then that type of change is known as physical changes. So physical properties means the shape, size, color or state of matter that are changed, then that type of changes are known as physical changes. For example, when we cut the piece of paper, it's still a paper. Only the shape or the size is changed. And one thing more about the physical change is that no new substances are formed. Substances are remaining the same, only the shape or size or the state like solid, liquid are changing. We fold the paper and make a boat or any other shapes. It means that it is only the shape of the paper is changed. Melting of ice or vaporization, when the water is boiled, it turns into vapor. Here only the state of the matter is changed from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, or reverse, from gas to liquid or liquid to solid again. Similarly, when we knit dough from the flour, also physical change. When you knead it, the dough, only the shape is changed. When you roll a roti also, it is the shape changing only. And these physical changes are generally, not all of them, but generally they are reversible. Means we can obtain the same substance back. For example, we fold piece of paper and make a boat or a bird or any substance, and then we unfold the paper, we get the paper back. Stretching of rubber band, we get the same rubber band back. So these are some examples of the physical changes. So in this physical changes, the substance are remaining the same. No new substance are formed. Now on the other side, chemical changes. Chemical changes are such in which one or more substance undergo chemical process and they produce one or more new substances. That means that is a chemical change. So chemical change is related with new products. At the end of the chemical change, always a new product is produced. Maybe one product or more than one products also can be there. Means a new substance are formed. So that are known as chemical changes. For example, the most common example is rusting of iron. We know that generally in the monsoon season or for a long time, if the articles made of iron get exposed in the humid weather, and then there is a layer of powder, brown powder is deposited around it. That is the rusting of iron. That powder we call it rust. So here iron reacts with oxygen in the atmosphere, and then it make iron oxide, which we call rust. So here rust is not the iron, it is totally different substance, new substance is formed. So we can say that it is the chemical change. Similarly, we learn from the standard 6 also activity, burning of magnesium ribbon. When the magnesium ribbon is burned, then the white ashes produced, and that is the new substance. It is not the magnesium ribbon again. So that is the chemical change. And also we learn about the other, like we talked about that when we put the used blade, saving blade or a nail, iron nail in the solution of copper sulfate, then we saw that copper sulfate is of a blue color. But when we keep that iron nail or that used razor blade, then the color of the solution change from blue to green, and also you will see the layer of brown color, reddish brown color around that nail. So here also we already learned about it that when the copper sulfate solution, which is also known as blue vitriol or the Nila Thota, so when it reacts with iron nail, it produces iron sulfate, and the copper metal is deposited, is produced. So here also we can see that the new substances are formed. So they are all chemical changes. Now chemical changes are also known as the chemical reactions, and we write down that chemical reactions in the form of chemical equations. Chemical equations has two sides. In between them there is arrow. The left side we write down the substances which take part in the chemical reaction, and they are known as reactants. And on the right side of the arrow we write down the new substances are produced, which are known as products. So this equation is different from the mathematical equation. In mathematical equation we write down the equality sign between them. But here we have to write down an arrow. Arrow shows the direction that from which reactants, which products are made. So, up to now, whatever we learn, that whenever a chemical change takes place, it is associated with the production of new substance. So, we learned that the one or more substances are produced in a chemical change. But maybe you noticed that not only the new products are formed, but it can be accompanied with some other changes also. For example, look here. In addition, the following may accompany a chemical change. May means not always this will, but in some of the chemical changes, this one of them also can be seen during this chemical changes. First is heat, light, or any other radiations may be given off or absorbed. It is said that when the chemical change takes place, along with it sometimes the heat is produced. For example, we learn about the neutralization process in chapter number 5, acid base. When the neutralization takes place, it makes salt and water, and if you touch that test tube, you will feel it little warm. Why? Because heat is produced. So heat, sometimes light is produced. For example, we already learned about the burning of magnesium ribbon. Then it is burning with the white dazzling flame, light. So light is also evolved during some of the chemical process. Radiation, about it you will learn in the higher standards, like sometimes from the chemical reaction, the ultraviolet or some other types of radiations can be seen. So the radiations may be given off or absorbed. Sometimes heat is produced, sometimes heat can be absorbed also. For example, if you make a glucose solution, then you will feel that the test tube or the container in which we dissolve that glucose powder, it will be little cold than before, because it absorbs the heat. So this also indicates that a chemical change take place. Next is sound may be produced. Sound in chemical process. Can you give me an example of it? Of course, when we light the firecrackers during the Diwali time, you know that they explodes. They explodes and they give off light, sound, heat, and some gases also. When the firecrackers are exploded, in this explosion, we know that the light, sound, heat, and some unpleasant gases are also produced. And these gases are very, very harmful for our environment. They cause pollution, and it can affect the health of the human being and the animals also. And therefore, you are advised sometimes to not burn the firecrackers, because they are very very harmful for our health only. So here, as I explained you, that firecrackers, firework, any type of, they are harmful because they cause some pollutions. Similarly, a color change may take place. Oh, before that, this one. A change in smell may take place, or a new smell may be given up. Let us understand about it like that here. We already wrote down here. When food gets spoiled, take a roti and keep it open for few days and try to smell it. It will smell some different than the fresh roti. So here the foul smell will be coming out, or any spoiled food. Any spoiled food also, when you smell them, it will give you some different foul smell, bad smell. Why? Because during, when we keep it open, or it is very stale, then the chemical reaction takes place with some microorganisms, and they will spoil the food, and therefore they smell very bad. So smell can be changed, or a new smell also may be produced during this chemical changes. A color change may take place. Color change. For example, if you take an apple and cut it into pieces, and then maybe one of the pieces you left, and then if you keep it in open, then check it after half an hour, then you will see that its color will be different. Why? Because when it is open in the air, it reacts with the oxygen and some other microorganisms, and its color is changing. Similarly, if you make the slices of potatoes, or a brinjal, or any other vegetables like cucumber and them, and keep it open, then always you will see that there will be a different color will be seen on that surface of that slice. So it is also a chemical change. So in chemical changes you can see that there is different types of. Last is a gas may be formed. For example, when we burn the coal in the atmosphere, it produces gas like carbon dioxide. So gas is also produced during the chemical process. Now one more thing about it, about our atmosphere and one of the protective shield. You know that above the atmosphere there is a protective shield is there. That is the layer of the ozone gas. Ozone layer protects us from the ultraviolet radiations that coming from the sun. Along with the sunlight and heat, the ultraviolet radiations are also entering our atmosphere. But at the top of the atmosphere, there is a layer of ozone gas, and this ozone layer absorbs that ultraviolet radiations, and it protects us from the harmful effects. But as we saw that when we burn the petrol, diesel, etc. in more amount, also firecrackers, etc. Because of this polluted gases, when the gases go up, they react with this ozone layer, and then ozone layer is getting, it is breaking down, and the holes are making, and from that holes the UV rays, ultraviolet rays can enter the atmosphere, which can cause different diseases like skin cancer in the human being and animals, and it is harmful for the plants also. So depositing of that ozone layer, breaking of it, is also a chemical change that we should stop it. So now we are going to finish today's session, and 2-3 more processes we have to learn in the next session. Then that will be the end of the chapter. Here this will be followed by the PDF file along with some question answers that you have to write down in the notebook, and any confusion there is comment section. Thank you very much.